Alrighty, we are back. Day 2. Big 12 Media Days. I am the governor of college football. And with me, of course, is the waviest to ever do it.
Yes, sir.
CFB Moon. Moon, how you doing today, Playboy?
It's been busy. You've been up since like what? You've been up since like 4.
Yeah, I went up, got up, worked out. Had a good workout. Ate some breakfast. Breakfast at the hotel was pretty good. Day 2 been cool. Everybody been showing mad love. Not everybody, but everybody been showing mad love. But it's been a super fun event, a star-studded event. And I gotta say, I said this yesterday, and I share the same sentiments today. This is the best media day event. Actually, this is the best event that I've been to. Period.
Yeah.
Period. Other than of course, being at games, but like Senior Bowl, ACC Media Days, Big 12 Media Day. This one is the best one. This is certainly the best one. How you feeling, Mo?
I'm feeling great. I agree with your sentiment. It's a lot because we seen our first Senior Bowl was what 2023.
Yep.
So we've been doing this for 2+ years now, just going to different events. But this is just different. The access to the players,
Hey, Moon, get Hoover. I mean, Mike, get Hoover.
We have access to the players
Oh,
like
you can't take it,
crazy. The SIDs for the
can't
most
take it,
part been amazing. It's been good to put faces to names, names to faces. And then more than anything, you can like just see how everything is easily accessible. Everything is able to get to each other. It's open format type vibes. Being on Radio Row for what? This our first Radio Row?
Yeah.
Our first Radio Row. We killing it, man.
We applied for a lot of them. This is our first one.
Not the first one we applied to.
Right.
But definitely first one. So, man, I have nothing but high praise for the Big 12, man. Like, definitely they creeping up there. High on the list. You got Jalen Daniels walking past us right now.
That kid looks like a football player.
Yeah.
We've done a lot of interviews today, a lot of interviews yesterday. We've talked to a lot of really good people, some of the who's who of the sport. We're talking to Greg McElroy later. Talked to Matt Berry yesterday. That kid's energy is on a whole nother level.
Berry is crazy.
Talked to Ross Dellinger earlier, just a few seconds ago. You guys will see that as an upload, and we'll play it as a live, and then we'll cut that up into shorts as well.
Great
Ross
job, by the way.
I appreciate that. Ross Dellinger's just a chill guy, bro. He's a cool guy. You can tell he loves the sport. And he's humble. He's humble. And you don't really see that a lot in this space. He's a real humble dude, real chill dude. So shout out to him. What's been some of your favorite moments of the event so far? I feel like, because at the ACC, like, our focus were, getting into breakouts and, talking to the players that way and, trying to talk to the coaches and then talking to the SIDs. It's been some really cool SIDs here, bro. Like, that's just shown us so much love. Like, expound on that a little bit, brother.
Mr. Yormark. Nice to see you.
That's the guy right there.
Hey, Brett Yormark be outside, man.
Yeah,
some of these other commissioners, they be in the house.
They don't be outside the way he be outside.
He outside in the summertime talking to everybody.
He sure does.
Favorite moments?
Yes, the favorite moment so far.
When we first got here, just seeing like the setup, the reaction when we realized that we was on Radio Row.
Yeah, because we weren't 100% positive that we were on Radio Row, so.
Yeah. Oh, also the snacks, because we got snacks galore.
Snacks been cool.
Snacks been cool. Mikey been eating good.
Yeah. Shout out to my dog C Hendo too, man. He interviewed with us yesterday. Great. He's been feeding us a bunch of players. Like after he'll get them to play the game, he'll send them this way, and that's what it's about when you're in spaces like these. You know what I'm saying? Looking out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't say what I really want to say, but really
Not
looking
yet,
out, truly looking out. And I appreciate that.
It's been a lot of good moments today. Just the amount of interviews that we done. People been asking questions. Why y'all not live? Sorry, Mom. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. We just been working.
Wama mad, man. Mama Wama mad. She said, why y'all ain't live yet? Hey, we live now, Mama. Sorry. We just been handling business and
taking care of it.
Yeah.
100%. Still a lot more to come. We really want to break some news, but we can't. At least not yet. We trying to give it a little bit more time to like play out before we talk about it. But it's been a lot of great moments. The energy here is great. I don't even really want to leave.
I don't either.
It's the last day.
Yeah, and it's 2-day event. I feel like they could stretch this to 3 days.
Yeah.
16 teams, can be stretched to 3 days. But, 2 days, 8 teams each day. Still a couple of players we would like to sit down and talk to. Would love to talk to Noah Fafita. That's something we talked about. Bud Clark has been my favorite interview. I didn't
Yo.
think I would have a better interview, and then I saw you talking to quite a few players as well. But shout out to Bud Clark, man. He one of us.
Newly about to be married.
Yeah,
Your fiance?
Yeah. He's engaged. Real chill dude, man.
92 overall in
He
the
was happy
game.
about that. He was excited about that. He's real excited about that. So you guys will see that interview later. You know, when Moon goes live, you'll see a lot of those interviews. When I go live, you'll see a lot of those interviews. Of course, we got Greg McElroy coming up later. Excited about that. We're gonna continue to reach out to people, hear from people. One of the people we really want to see is Coach Prime.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get that to happen. So yeah, it's just been a really cool event, well thought out event. Shout out to everybody who's been like surrounding us in this bubble. Everybody's been real cool, showing love, and it's just cool to see people out here in their element. There was, a lot of people already familiar with us. Some people didn't quite know who we were, but they respect our work after seeing who we are. So
They know now.
yeah, for sure. They definitely know now. So
Oh, bro.
it's been spectacular.
Yo, I didn't realize Mike Gundy's mullet looked that good in person.
Hey
bro.
man, his mullet is fire. Bernard Sorsby got a nice mullet
He
too.
do.
Yeah, so his mullet. Mike Gundy bringing the old school back. And shout
Mike
out to,
Gundy built, though.
J.R. Reed played with the Georgia Bulldogs, played in the NFL with the Broncos. Houston didn't have an SID. He was helping them out. Talk shop with him for a while.
Yeah.
And it's just cool when you're in these spaces, because if we weren't in these spaces, we wouldn't meet these people. And he was just, telling us like how great of a job we've done, and telling us we're on the right track. But he was kind of, I probably shouldn't say this, but kind of like, hey man, when you go to these SEC media days, you see how big these players really are. He said, I look at these players, I'm like, these players kind of small. He said, how's it the ACC? I'm like, they about the same size, It is what it is. He said, nah, when you go to the SEC or Big Ten media days, you'll find out real quick. So that was kind of cool. Shout out to J.R. Reed.
JR showed us crazy love. In Houston, we got some interviews for you today. You talked to Boogie
We talked to a lot of Houston players, bro.
and talked to
Stephon Johnson. We talked to him. Real cool. Remind me of Wiz Khalifa. that type of personality. Real cool dude. Who else we talked to?
Latrell.
We talked to Latrell McCutcheon. And you guys should recognize him if you watched the show Friday Night Tykes back in the day. He was on the same team with Mizell Miller. They both were dogs. So Moon had an interesting interview with him. So we got a lot of interviews. This morning we focused on the interview aspect of it. And as far as content, those are the gifts that keep on giving. So we wanted to record those. But we'll be live a good portion of the day. Only time we will not go live is to recharge this camera. We'll be live for a quick second, and then we'll go off, and then Moon will come back on, and then I'll come on, and then we're gonna close out this event. We've seen like Latavius Murray was one of the most interesting people we've seen here.
Yeah.
Because you like, is that Latavius Murray? And you could tell he's lost weight. And a lot of players do that. Like, I don't gotta have the bulk that I used to have. I'm not playing football anymore. But it was just interesting seeing somebody like him. We swore we saw Todd Bowles today. we are uncertain, but we swore we saw Todd Bowles today. I mentioned C. Hendo earlier. He's one of the most interesting people we met. And then what was the gentleman name? Was it Rogers?
Scotty Rogers.
Scotty Rogers.
I think he just passed by.
Did he? Scotty
Yeah.
Rogers, real cool dude.
Talked to him yesterday.
Gave us a lot of game too about how he got in here. He was volunteering, and then he got his foot in the door. He just kept coming, and he, eventually they offered him a job. So, Moon, there you go. There go our guy right there. And Moon. So what has it been like for day 2 for you? Like, what is the overall mood, the overall feeling for day 2?
Well, when we first got here, it was like, dang, I feel like we should be here earlier, but
I think we got here just in time.
it was like the perfect time to get here, start setting up. Like, we feel like professionals now and trying to set up. It's easy. Shout out creative director Mike. But yeah, man, like, and then it was like, yo, how do we find all these SIDs? How do we find all these points of contact? How do we get interviews? And then it really just like a flood. Like, it just started off trickle, and then before you know it, boom, overflow. And then now you got players coming. It got to the point now where I was trying to schedule. I was talking to a TCU player while we're waiting on Ross Dellinger to come. You're like, Mo, we got 3 minutes, bro.
Yeah, nah, that was facts though.
We had to fit it all in, squeeze it all in. So like that part for me has been fun.
Mm-hmm.
Also, like we gotta talk to some quarterbacks. Yesterday, well, we got a chance to talk to Brendan Sorsby.
It seems like a lot of people are packing it up too, which I think
Yeah.
is going to be a great opportunity for us later on.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got to get Jalen Daniels on the show, man. We're going to try to see if we do that. I think the best part for me, to be honest with you so far, is the live show interruptions. Like Matt Burry said, "Oh, we're live." He
Yeah.
said, he said, "Man, this is my element."
Yeah.
Everybody else had that recorded stuff. You guys are live. So his energy was on one, bro. Like Matt Burry got infectious energy. And we can see it through the television, you know, when we are home to watch games. But you can see it on television. He was just saying how long that they're at the studio, and
Just crazy amount of time.
yeah. And he said we get to talk about, you know, the crazy weekend we just saw at the end of it on, you know, ESPN College Football Final. So this is incredible. I can't wait to interview Greg McElroy.
Yeah.
I hope I don't piss him off with some of the things I'm going to ask, but you know I'm going to go there.
All right.
You know, as it pertains to the, you know, underutilized coverage of, you know, always college football should be on the main stage. I've been saying that. I'm a huge proponent of that. And I am going to ask him to see what his thought is. Creative director Mike is trying to go get that interview with Jalen Daniels. That's why he's the man, bro. He's just out here working, bro. Mike didn't do this a year ago.
Nah, Mikey was like, "Hey, Mon, you can handle it, bro. You go talk to him." Now Mikey out here being more social.
He used to it now. He had to get used to the game. He used to the game now. He vicious with the camera. He had to get used to the game. So I think he about to try to, you know, get us that Jalen Daniels interview. But grand scheme of things, though, Moon, it's just been a fun atmosphere. Like I said, you don't know live until you're truly live. Like when we're live back at home, and it's still a difficult hour. You know, I think about the prep you do,
Yeah.
and you think about the amount of prep that I do, because we see
Hours.
how Google knows it. It take hours. You
Yeah.
know, 18 pages of notes. But you know, when you start looking at it, you know, it's like, oh, it's in such a controlled environment. This is an uncontrolled environment.
Super Frog. Super Frog.
Super fraud.
Super Frog. Come here.
Any given time, you can get interrupted, and we about to get interrupted in 5,
Come here.
4, 3, 2,
2.
1.
What's up, my dog?
Hey, TCU showed us so much love today, man. Shout out to TCU.
Love you, bro.
Hey, man, go and show off for him, man.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you hopping on the sticks later? You don't know?
Hey, he said,
We'll figure it
hey,
out.
man, Director Mike, come on camera, man. He always behind the camera. We gotta
Come
get
on,
Director Mike, come on camera,
He
man.
can have my seat.
No, we can put him right here.
Just scoot over.
Yeah, we'll both scoot over, and Moon, you can hand up, you know what I'm saying, hold the mic like you had for the players.
Super Frog.
That's Director Mike. We got, alrighty, at 3:45?
Yeah, that's when they can be back.
Jalen Daniels live 3:45 on World of College Football with Moon. So that'll be a good interview, man. How you feeling about the season, brother? I know you don't talk and all that. You feeling great?
Mhm.
Hey, man,
Put that muscle
you
up.
the best mascot out here. I heard other mascots talking. I heard Chip talking. I heard Sparky talking. They said they was better than you, bro. I'm just trying to make sure, you know, everything is copacetic, man.
Look, listen. I gave you a hug when I saw you earlier today. You know it's all love, right? Nah, just had to make sure. We just had to
Man, I
make
can't
sure.
wait. We got to make a trip down to Fort Worth.
Can't wait to come to Fort Worth. We talked to wide receiver 1, Eric McAllister today. He was good. He talked about how they felt disrespected. Y'all felt disrespected going to the New Mexico Bowl. Why they put y'all in the New Mexico Bowl?
Who
Bro?
wants to go to a New Mexico Bowl, man?
I don't know why they did that to you, Super Frog. You gotta play a Raging Cajun.
What is that?
But it's a Raging Cajun.
You're not joining the crew? Get the short? I twist and tight. Can't do it.
You know, I'm trying to get mine like Super Frog. We kind of match, bro. We kind of twins. You know.
I mean, they just be everywhere.
Yeah, they be. Yeah.
Hey, it's love out here.
Hey, man.
You got
ain't that
time?
but love.
You gotta go.
Gotta go. Hey, man, we appreciate you, brother. Thank you.
Hey, love you, Super Frog. We'll see you soon. All right. Stay safe. Hey, I still want the smoke on the sticks, bro. I still want the smoke on the sticks.
We definitely gonna have to record that.
All right. Say less.
Yeah.
All right. I ain't hear a word that he said, but I felt
Well,
everything.
we knew what he was saying. It's like hearing what's the wide receiver name for the Carolina Panthers played in South Carolina. We understand him. We know what he's saying. Y'all may
Xavier
not.
Lee.
Y'all may not understand it, but yeah, Jaylon Daniels interview at 3:45. That's lit. We should be talking to Noah Fafita today. Devin Dampierre, bro. I had a 2-minute conversation with Devin Dampierre. Not even, so it wasn't even on camera. When I tell you that kid's energy is infectious, and you know when I've been around quite a few quarterbacks. Aiden Childs, remember?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You didn't go to that game.
Nah, but you was
he was
texting
on the
me
side,
like,
yeah, he was on the sideline like we gonna get him. You know what I'm saying? But it was real. It's just like I can tell Devin Dampierre one of those type of dudes.
it's gonna be good to see him in Utah. You might have to hold that interview, huh?
No. You've been bigging up Utah and Devin Dampierre all year. You will get that interview, my friend, just like you will get this Jaylon Daniels interview.
I got Scotty. Man, Scotty be moving, man.
Yeah, Scotty do be moving, man. He
Most
said
people don't even
I
know
got a job to do. He said y'all don't see the 4-5 hours I'm here before y'all even get here.
I don't see the 4 or 5 hours even after y'all leave.
After y'all leave, right? So
dang.
he was explaining what those weekends look like. All right, let's talk some ball, man.
Okay.
You know, we all know the teams that we're high on. Is there a team you weren't so high on, then you came here and then you said, you know what, they might be a little bit better than anticipated?
Oh man. Yesterday, talking to Cincinnati,
Cincy.
man.
Yeah, Cincy.
Cincinnati yesterday literally changed my whole perspective on them.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, we were scheduled to go to Cincinnati on the CFB Nation tour.
Mm-hmm.
They were about to play Arizona State. We had some technical difficulties that happened, so we had to end up pivoting, reroute on.
But that reroute was dope because we went
reroute was dope. We went to Maryland versus USC.
We went to Marshall that week too.
Marshall that week on that Thursday to see Georgia State, Marshall, in Huntington.
I never prejudge any state ever again in life. West Virginia is like that. I promise you. West Virginia is better than everybody think it is.
Yeah,
I promise you.
yeah. And then Huntington was a really cool place.
Yeah, Huntington is nice. And wasn't that far from the Ohio border, was it? Because we were going to go there.
Yeah, we was gonna do.
And then go up to Cincinnati, right?
Yeah, we was gonna do.
That was gonna be
Georgia
lit.
State, West Marshall, and then just take that and go straight to Cincinnati. But you know, we had to wait on it. We still covered them, you know, with pride, with joy. But it just seeing them at media days yesterday, talking to Gavin, being able to talk to Brendan, you did a great job with that interview. Like, I was just like, yo, maybe I'm just too low on them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I felt like I kind of just pushed him to the wayside, kind of similar to Houston in a little bit. Like, I just pushed him to the wayside, like, hey, well, you got the big dog power players of the conference, Kansas States, Iowa States, Arizona States. But every year it's always a team that comes. Could this be the team? And yeah, Cincinnati kind of shocked me a lot yesterday. And then today, TCU, bro.
Motion.
TCU, man. You saw Super Fraud just came and bombed the show. TCU has a lot of talent. Bud Clark is amazing. Got a great interview, which will be dropping soon.
He's another guy with infectious energy, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't help but laugh and, you know what I'm saying, get truly good laughs. And I agree with you, Cole Hartley, TCU, Cincinnati, some of those under radar teams. I did not think UCF would be much of anything this year. Coming to media days has changed my perspective because each and every last player we interviewed that sat down with us. Now, from a media perspective, our memory as it pertained to Scott Frost was the debacle in Lincoln in that 2022 season. And yeah, we got a lot of good laughs and stuff out of it. But the players, the way that they speak of Scott Frost, they talk about like how genuine of a dude he is. They talk about his swag, how he wear the one pant leg up like LL Cool J.
Hat cocked to the
Yeah,
side.
hat cocked. They just said he's just such a cool dude. So, you know, it's not that we don't hear players a lot talk well about their coach. That's if you ask them about the coach. These players was doing this unprompted.
Yeah.
They were talking so great about Scott Frost. So I said, hold on, is he redoing what what he did when they were a group of 5 team? I don't know. Like G5 governor might want to sit here and say yes, right? But but in all seriousness, you see the buy-in.
Mm-hmm.
When I look at complete buy-in, I see buy-in from the athletic director. I see buy-in from the general manager if there is one. I see buy-in from the head coach. I see buy-in from the coach's staff. I see buy-in from the SID. I see buy-in from everyone. So if we were to reverse that question, which we won't answer now because we don't want to ruin some stuff. There's another program which we were higher on, but we're not so high on it. But we'll do that on it. We'll talk about them a little bit more in the recap aspect of it. Moon already knows who I'm talking about. But, to keep it on a positive note, glass half full note, Cincinnati really impressed me. TCU really impressed me. Houston really impressed me. And it's incredible just to see, how a lot of these teams move, the love that they show. We've dealt with a team in the ACC, a team who has shown love previously, a team who we done interviews with for their players, a team who we helped have a viral moment last year at ACC Media Days. And we saw that team, and we go to the breakout room. We talked to, there's one of the SIDs we have an amazing relationship with. He emailed us yesterday. There's another one of their SIDs who will go nameless. We don't deal with at all. We just don't. And it's amazing. I think sometimes people forget, where they come from, like, or like they get in a position of power and they forget what it's like.
All of it just
passes
them by now.
It's like, I think some people, have that old outdated mindset. Oh, well, if a company has print or still do print, our following is huge, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to on horn. The facts are facts. And we're respected by so many schools.
My man Mikey getting all the love right now. Mikey out there. Look.
This man making it happen. Creative director.
I promise.
We can't even call him director Mike no more. He creative director Mike. He's making it happen.
Hey,
So we about to get a magical interview with somebody.
Next year we're gonna have the mic cam.
Yeah, we go. Oh, that'll be dope.
You gonna have the mic cam.
We might gotta have a live you. Director. The creative director Mike, man. Shout out Mike, man. Nah, you got it. We both gonna do it. Yeah, we gonna sit up right here. You just gotta take your headset off. Mike. Yeah. You good, bro? Go.
All right. We're here.
What's up? How y'all doing?
Yeah,
West
man, maintain it, brother.
Wide receiver, Jaden Bray. I'm so happy that you healthy, bro. I'll start out by saying that. We're just happy that you healthy.
Me too, man. I'm very excited for this season coming up. Big things from the Mountaineers, and it should be pretty fun.
So, Rich Rod back in Morgantown. It's not many stories typically during the off season that really get me like riled up, but that was one of those stories. It just feels real good. What has this been like since Rich Rod's been back in Morgantown?
Yeah, it's just like since he's gone there, it's like the whole city got like a fire lit up under them. You could just tell how excited people get when they hear about Rich Rod, and that should just show what success that he has had in the program. So it's just been great having him. Since he's been back, he's just been pushing everybody to go harder and just to be better. And it's just been great having him. Things do get tough, but you wouldn't want it to be any other way, especially in football. So it's been great having him back.
So what has it been like to see some of those legends come back? Like, Pat White, Steve Slayton. What has it been like seeing them? Like, when I was younger and I was in college, I'm a lot older than I look. We was playing NCAA. We was using West Virginia because I was like that, and no other team was as fun to use on the game. So what has it been like having them back?
Yeah, it's been great, especially just having mentors like that's played under Rich Rod and who's been through it. So there'll be days where we're doing some of the same workouts they did, and we'll be struggling or dying, and they'll be like, "Come on, man, get up in there." So it's been great seeing those guys. It's good having those guys mentor us and push us, and also just have the knowledge to we can also go to those, we got legends in the room, and we got just guys that's done and what we're trying to do. Just being there, so it's been great having them just to piggyback and just help us become better and have a great season.
You got a resume that's easy to get excited about if you're a West Virginia Mountaineers fan. You've been balling out since a true freshman, even at OK State. We ain't gonna mention them right now. I saw the mascot walking. I was like, we talk about you. What were some of the things that you wanted to work on this offseason heading into 2025?
Yeah, just for me, it was just probably like just more releases, just being more of an efficient receiver and just like cleaning up my breaks. I would say those would be like the main three things that I had worked on, or like yeah, just like releases and coming out of my break, and then just being efficient every time. Just to coming off the ball hard and stuff like that. I feel like I had pretty good ball skills. So, but you know, you can never be too good on ball skills. So just working every day. You know, Coach Ryan, our receiver coach, and Coach Nealon do a great job of just walking in every day and making sure that we're getting 1% better. So it's just those are probably like the main things I've been working out on this off season. So yeah.
So, growing up, who were some of the players that you modeled your game after?
You know, it's crazy. I didn't even start playing football until my junior year of high school. So I didn't.
That's crazy.
I didn't really like look up to like. I didn't really have nobody really, like I watched football, but I didn't even like really care about football like growing up. I just played basketball. But like some receivers that I look at now, of course, like Jamar. See, like I can't even name like receivers right now because like I don't know, like I play football, but like when I'm away from football, I don't try to be like too much into it, yeah, because this all I really do is football. So I would say yeah, just like Jamar Chase, Jay Jettas, like the current greats now. Of course, I watch some of their film. But yeah, like growing up, I didn't really have nobody I had looked up to. I was just kind of just jumped into it. Yeah. So yeah.
So you played ball. How good were you, man?
I was all right. I had a few D2 offers.
Oh, word?
Had an offer from Iowa for basketball, but I just wanted to play. I wanted more. I just had wanted more, so I just ended up suiting up the pads my junior year, and it had just kind of worked out in my favor and started getting a lot of offers, so I just had stuck with football.
It always amazes me because you hear stories like that. You're like Tim Duncan, who was a swimmer, who, you know what I'm saying, didn't play much basketball, and then he found basketball late in high school. So I always love, you know, hearing stories of people who didn't really truly find, you know, their success with a sport or started playing late until later in high school. So that's incredible. So what is it? What is the atmosphere like? You know, take us to spring camp in Morgantown, ones versus ones. You going up against, you know what I'm saying, the best corners. You know, they going up against the best wide receivers, and it's just true competition. What is that like? Y'all be yapping at them? Like, how?
There's a lot of competition that goes on in spring ball, even like in fall camp. Like right now, we're not able to like really do anything, but we're doing like little stuff like that. And even like now, like the competition is high, and there's a lot of trash talk going on, and you can just tell like kids, like players on the team, they can't wait till we put our pads on and we actually get into fall camp. So it's great. There's high competition every day, which is a great thing. And then like one thing that stuff that happens on the field, it never translates into the locker room.
That's a true culture.
So like, even though you may be salty, you got dunked on like on the field. Like you can't come back and bring that into the locker room because like you know you're gonna be in the wrong. So it's great being in the locker room that we have. We got no cancers on the team, no like bad animosity. I feel like everybody has, like I said, has the same common goal to win a Big 12 championship. So it makes it real easier to get along with all the teammates and stuff like that.
You said same common goal, Big 12 championship. That's really what y'all talking about? Like, no kizzy?
Yeah, Big 12 championship. Because what else would you be trying to go for or, like, be playing for? Like, you train, the whole year just for 12 games. So, like, you wouldn't want to be putting in all this work just to be average or get, like, 5 games. If anything, we're trying to go to the playoffs. So that's one main goal that we have is just Big 12 championship or just being like a contender for it. It's one of the main things.
I asked that because media that's outside of CFB Nation, y'all need to put respect on West Virginia, bro. People have been talking crazy out the side of their neck all year, all offseason since 2025 started. Oh, West Virginia this and West Virginia that. Oh, who do they got? Who are they even going to bring to media days? Yeah. But you just said it out the camel's mouth that y'all mindset is on the above college football playoff. Yeah. You know?
Yeah. Yes,
that's
sir.
lit.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the wide receiver room? And where is your thought process? Like a part two of the question, what's your thought process of what we see from the quarterback room?
Yeah. So we got a lot of great receivers that we have at Westview right now. We got Cam. He came in from Jackson State. Was a freshman there who like completely balled out. You can look up all his film from last year. He completely ate. We're returning Preston Fox, who was there last year, who had played a lot and was like All-American Big 12 returner. Got Rodney still back. Well, man, I can't even name all the guys that we have. There's just so many dogs that we have. We got Jarrell. Yeah, we got a whole bunch of dogs ready to work. I feel like it's even better when you're an underdog, because when it's time to go out there and the teams that we're going against are underestimating us, and then we'll just come out and just punch them in the mouth, and then they'll just be all like appalled and stuff like that. So it'll be really fun. I'm excited for this season. Like I said, I wouldn't want to be nowhere else but an underdog right now, and we're just super excited. Cause like we talk about it all the time, especially being in the facility. Like we see all the rankings and stuff like that, but we don't really let it get to us that much, cause we just know what we have inside the facility.
It's like a hunker down type mentality.
Yeah.
Keep everybody good. We got to
Yeah,
let you go soon.
Yeah.
You see your boy Livingston out there. I don't want Livingston to beat me up, man.
Hey, we appreciate having you on the show, man. If you could have one last bowl of cereal, which one would it be?
Last bowl of cereal, probably like some Captain Crunch, but I got extra berries in there.
Extra berries? Yes, sir. All righty. We appreciate your
you.
time.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother. We appreciate it.
You heard that? He said best interview you did all day today.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're just happy that you healthy.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. We gotta keep him healthy.
Just don't let him go out to practice.
Y'all heard it here first. He said it's the best interview he did all day. And creative director Mike is getting a scrape.
Thank you, Mike.
Yeah, we appreciate you, brother. You are the man, sir. Thank you for getting that interview on the fly. This is something we've continued to hear. Hey, I had a lot of fun doing that interview. Hey, this is the best interview we had. I think it goes to show, and this is something I've kind of learned from Josh Pate, and it's kind of why he wears the T-shirt and he's not wearing a suit and jacket. You know what I'm saying? Because he feels like you don't gotta be wearing that to talk college ball. But I feel like people are so comfortable when they interview with us, with the superlative question. And I got to give you credit because you're the one that came up with the superlative style questions that we asked them to get people comfortable. And that was a fun interview. But it's something we continue to hear all the time. How much fun people had during this interview. Because you got to think, if they're interviewing with us, they're interview with 10 or 15 other people.
Yes. Miss 10 to 15 other entities.
Unless they're a quarterback, because they're very protective over who they had these quarterbacks interview with. But we are happy that we're going to get Jalon Daniels. That'll be our second quarterback interview. And creative director Mike, man, shout out him, man, because he's looking for other players to interview. And also some Oklahoma State Cowboys over here. I don't think we interviewed any of them. I think they might have went back to the room.
Hey, creative director might need all the balls.
Yeah.
Need all the balls. Just get that man a whole lineup. Yeah, it's been great. The people, we've been having the case all last 2 days. People just saying, hey, we appreciate you. Colton Deary hugged me like I'm one of his linemen just after we talked to him earlier. Just talking to him. And then even, I think the nugget that I liked the most was just the fact that he said they got their mind on the Big 12 championship. When we fill out our bracket later, or when we do our preseason bracket.
It'll be the preseason bracket because they did the Arizona State thing, rubbed the Big 12 so wrong, they wanted to recalibrate and say, no, we're not doing this year. The media got it wrong. We ain't doing it again. So we gonna do it again ourselves. I still got a copy of it. I'm gonna make a copy of it. I'm gonna send it to the board. I'm sending it to Jalen. Send it to Nino, Booba, D-Dow, SC. You know what I'm saying?
We gonna probably fill it out live.
Yeah, we're gonna fill it out live. We're gonna still do it. We can do it for every conference.
It's gonna be tough.
Be careful over there, creative director Mike.
It's gonna be tough.
Oh man, I wish you guys could see behind the scenes.
We need the Mikey cam next
year. Next year we're gonna have the CD cam, man. It's creative director cam, bro. And wherever Mike go, y'all gonna go.
It's gonna be tough
And
to
you
try
know
to
what?
rank
It could
these
be
teams.
one of those GoPro jumps, and we just had Mike had a little head badge on
Oh.
and walk around with the joke.
in
He ain't
real
gonna
life.
say much. Ain't gonna be no need for a bike, but y'all can
You're
follow
gonna see
him
him everywhere.
Yeah, you'll see him everywhere.
It's gonna be tough trying to rank these teams when we do the preseason poll.
Yeah, it's gonna be extremely tough. Top 4 teams. I know I asked you that yesterday. Actually, scratch that. We're not gonna ask you that. I kind of asked you this earlier, but I want to phrase it differently. Give me some teams that are flying under the radar that has the greatest chance of pulling the Arizona State or TCU a la 2022.
Dang. Dare I say Houston?
Houston? Dare you say Houston? I like that.
Houston didn't give up more than 30 plus points in a game last year. Their defense was quietly good. It was just the fact that they couldn't score. After talking to Johnson earlier, Boogie, talking to Cheryl McCutcheons, hearing how they talk about Willie Fritz and how they have a mentality of physicality. Most people I thought heading into this experience that Houston was going to be a team that is going to lean towards their speed. They got Makai Muse, former Georgia just specialist who has insane speed. They got a lot of weapons now. They might not have SID, but one thing I know that they do is got the belief in their head coach, and I think hearing players talk about that continuously over and over again, like big up in their head coach, it goes a long way. It really does go a long way. It reminded me of like Cincinnati yesterday. We asked them about Scott Satterfield. We've been feeling like Scott Satterfield job is on the line this year. He on the hot seat. But if you hear the players talk about it, they're like, nah, that's
sentiment from the players.
That's our guy.
Yep.
So, like, I'll put Houston as one of those dark horse teams that I don't feel like nobody wants to play, bro. Nobody going to want to go out there deal with that crazy student section, and not a lot of people are going to want to have to deal and match up with them now that they actually got a dude, now quarterback. It might not look like the most explosive variation of it, but I do feel like they're gonna be solid on defense. They got a lot of pieces. But dare I say the Cougars, we got a problem, but maybe a good problem.
Hey, man, Willie Fritz, we know what his coach teams bring to the table.
Yeah.
So, Houston, I don't think Houston is a bad pick.
Who would your pick be? Under the radar.
Under the radar pick.
That's a tough question.
It's a tough question because I really like how Houston carry themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we could call Utah under the radar, even with the down season a year ago.
Yeah,
but TCU, bro, like if there's a team, out of all the teams we met with, but a team that truly blew me away since he was up there, TCU and Houston are up there as well. But TCU is probably at the highest on that list. Like talking to Bud Clark, seeing you talking to McAllister, we're going to hope that we can talk to Josh Hoover a little bit later on. Talking to their staffers, that's why I say when I evaluate teams, a lot of times, yes, it's how well the roster is constructed and all of that jazz. But then we look at a well constructed roster where we also seen a well constructed roster and then not great play, right?
Yeah.
But what is the culture like? Mm-hmm. What type of culture? Is the soil you stand on, is it fertile?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of where I'm at. And you saw these SIDs carry themselves. You saw the players carry themselves. Super respectful.
Yeah.
Enjoy the conversations that we have talking about the game that they play and the game that we love. I don't know, like this event is just so great. And I'm kind of going to step away from what we've been talking about for a second. Even just talking to Ross Dellinger. And I asked Ross Dellinger, and this is a spoiler alert, I'm sorry. I asked him, I'm like, where's your favorite place to see the game from? I was like, is it the field, the press box, or the television? He said, wow, you can see everything from the television. You can see everything from the press box. There are things that you see from the field that you're just not going to see. Mm-hmm. And I was telling him, and you heard me tell him about the story about Zachariah Branch. I had a feeling he was going to transfer. And I told everybody, like, yo, he's transferring. Or, like Lincoln Riley. I was like, I look at everybody else's play sheet. Me and Moon was just astounded. And that's why we had the respect we have for Lincoln Riley, because when you see him call plays and the sheet is no bigger than your cellular phone versus the big sheet that most coaches carry.
You're talking about most coaches be carrying something that look like this, but
it's like two of those, right?
Three of those.
And he's carrying this, bro. That's his play card sheet. So it's just stuff. Hey, Hey,
What's that? Hey, that's Utah.
hey.
Hey man, Utah gonna be so good this year, man.
So
It's tough. It's
lit,
tough.
super lit atmosphere. I still haven't seen Noah Fafita.
Nah.
Sawyer Robinson was definitely the person I was most excited to see yesterday. But a lot of people feel how we feel about Baylor. So Sawyer Robinson, everybody was just nagging their SID. Hey, what's happening, brother? Arizona
Cheerleaders.
cheerleaders just walked by. But it's a lot of love. It's a lot of mutual respect between the schools. Right in front of us yesterday, we saw a group of players, all from different teams, having a healthy conversation about the sport and talking about, various players that they have faced in other conferences. And it's a true brotherhood with this sport. It truly is.
We got breaking news.
What we got?
We just got approved for SWAC Football Media Days on Wednesday, July 16th in Birmingham, Alabama.
So SWAC Media Days we've been approved for in Birmingham, Alabama. I don't think that's too far of a drive for Moon.
Nah, it's like an hour.
I won't be making it down there.
Yeah.
But Moon will be providing coverage there. We got to figure out a way that he can provide the coverage, being a one-man team, but I'm sure he'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So shout out to the SWAC. Shout out to all the conferences who always show us love. SEC is finally coming around. They've earned their name. I ain't gonna call them what I used to call them anymore.
Hey, at least they answering our email.
Yeah, they coming around, and that's important. But Moon, what are some of your closing regards? As we close out this segment, I know we got other interviews coming up.
Oh yeah. Man, honestly, shout out to our guy Chris Hendo. Last 2 days been phenomenal, man. Shout out to all the different SIDs that we've been meeting and getting a chance to talk to. Shout out to the players. They've been like really respectful, great conversations. Really throughout the whole morning, and we still got a whole 4 + 5 6 hours left. So
of content to bring you all.
who knows who we're gonna end up talking to, from cheerleaders to I don't know. Who knows, man? Who knows? Mascots. You already seen Super Frog join the show. So my closing remarks. I'm just excited to close the day with a bang. I'm excited for our content that we are going to provide for y'all today. And I'm excited for the Big 12. I'll say that. I'll end it off with that. I'm excited for the Big 12 conference. This is probably one of the healthiest conferences in the league.
It is.
In the entire nation. And I don't mean just from a competitive play standpoint. I just mean from an overall relationship standpoint. It seemed like everybody rock with each other. It seemed like everybody respect each other. You see mascots like talking to each other. We literally had a moment where we're watching Texas Tech's mascot square up against Sparky from Arizona State playing college football 26. Don't ask me who won. Don't ask me who won, but that's the type of content we get a chance to see.
Hey, shout out to Bull Rush too, man.
Oh yeah, big shout out Bull Rush.
Bull Rush is the Army, better yet the Navy. Yeah, you know the rest of that line. Shout out to Bull Rush, W Bull Rush, and shout out to any potential prospective sponsors that want to holler at us. But yeah, Bull Rush take care of the boys, man. We appreciate that.
Hey, what Mikey always say?
What?
Price is going up.
Prices is definitely going up.
Going up.
Yeah, for sure. But
Oh man.
I'm kind of. I think we should stop our live stream now. I kind of don't want to. Because I don't know what's going to happen next. But I know we need to charge the camera. How's our camera doing? Creative director. We need a second. What we doing?
Good.
We good? Okay. Well, we'll keep going live. I know we're about to see Ollie Gordon walk past here soon.
Any moment.
They go do something with C. Hendo. Hopefully we can get Ollie Gordon over here.
Who is that? Who is
After
that? Rich Rod.
Rich Rod in the building.
Rich Rod.
Rich Rod about to walk past you, so guys can see him.
Y'all
Right
in
there.
that thing. Hey man.
Hey, Rich Rod a cool dude, man. Rich Rod mean business though, man. You hear me?
The person we haven't really seen today though is we're trying to see Noah Fafita
Was trying to see Noah.
and then Coach Prime.
Coach Prime, who should be going live at 1 p.m., right?
Yeah.
He's doing on stage.
Yeah. So
Breakouts, I am gonna go over there. I'm like, yo, hey, Coach Prime, let me holler at you real quick, cuz.
they probably got him like tucked away somewhere because they know if we bring out Coach Prime, the whole stadium gonna shut down.
Yeah, so they probably got him with like three security,
Yeah.
Security.
We've seen a lot of different people out here though. Like we saw Andy Staples. Shout out to Andy yesterday.
Yeah, Andy
eating
Staples
lunch.
cool.
I was
as
like,
hell.
I ain't know dude was built like a linebacker.
Nah, that will surprise you. Some of these guys you see on the internet, like I was surprised how big Ross Dellinger was, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, Andy Staples definitely looked like a quarterback, for sure.
Ross said he played lineman.
Yeah, I could see it though. I could see it. He said he was 6'3", 150 pounds. I can't wait for y'all to see that Ross Dellinger interview. We got Sonny Dykes. Hey, Mike, go ahead, pan the camera. Sonny Dykes is walking past right now. Pan it to your left.
Shout out TCU. Big shout out TCU.
Shout out TCU, man. We got a lot of faith at TCU this year. Creative director Mike making it happen. And let me tell y'all, he's not on a typical
did that
tripod.
so
He just
smooth,
did
too.
that smoothly. Like, man, I'm telling you, ESPN, we ain't trying to lose creative director Mike, but I mean, get a man a job.
Like for real. For real. Price is going up.
Yeah, prices are certainly going up.
But you see how they just talking to any and everybody? That's how it's been. Like, it's not certain schools just have an energy about them that they're like more welcoming, more inviting, willing to talk to you. And then
And
there's
some
certain
schools
schools
think they Alabama, bro, or Georgia. You are not Alabama or Georgia.
you are not Clemson.
You not Clemson, bro. You not what you think you is.
Even though your name start with a C. Never mind.
You not who you think you is, bro. For real.
Oh man. Oh yeah, he's right behind us. It's crazy. Crazy.
So this has been lit.
We got some breaking news to
We
talk
got more
about
breaking
too.
news.
Yeah,
All
but
right, we got to
it
keep our
broke-
eye on our emails, man. My email been going crazy.
Yeah, man. So the news that came out today, apparently, the WWE and the Big 12 are doing a sponsorship.
Caden Salter. Where's creative director Mike?
Caden. Yo, bruh.
Mike's not there.
It's the fact that
You trying to go matriculate that? Oh, they about to leave. They got that backpack on.
sheesh. We just saw Colorado players
Yeah.
swap off. They don't only team that brought 2 quarterbacks?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. They the only team that brought 2 quarterbacks. Who that was?
Breaking news. As a part of an announcement between the WWE and the Big 12, they had Big E in attendance, and Big E, WWE champion, 2021 men's Money in the Bank ladder match winner, Intercontinental champion, Raw tag team champion, SmackDown tag team champion, WWE tag team
Popcorn. You
champion,
got popcorn. What's in this popcorn?
NXT, and most
Yeah.
notably,
ESPN getting a free plug.
you give me about popcorn.
You want some popcorn? Want some ESPN popcorn? Got food coloring in it. I'm about to eat some.
A couple of those.
A little bit of popcorn.
We got the John red. It's red. ESPN popcorn.
Y'all eat ESPN.
That ain't bad, ESPN.
Mm-hmm.
Still don't like you, but that ain't bad. Big E was here to announce what's going on with the WWE and the Big 12 and the WWE part of TKO Group Holdings. And the Big 12 announced an expansion to their multifaceted partnership that will see Friday Night SmackDown broadcast from Big 12 markets on the eve of 4 conference football games throughout the 2025 season. This is huge. The first SmackDown will be held on Friday, August the 22nd at 3 Arena in Dublin, Ireland. You heard that correctly. SmackDown is going to be in Dublin. And guess what? This will be the day before the 30th year of the Big 12 football kicks off, and we get the Week 0 matchup between Iowa State Cyclones and the Kansas State Wildcats in the Aer Lingus College Football Classic on Saturday, August 23rd at Aviva Stadium. This is going to be massive, but it's not the only game that we're going to see this merger come in.
Uh-oh.
We
About to
got-
get video bomb.
Chill. What's up, bro?
Want to buy one chip?
You want some popcorn? How you feeling, Chip? Good. I saw you cashing out in college football 26 earlier. Yeah. Yeah. You feeling good about the Buffs this year? Yeah. It's a lot of people. I mean, you got probably one of the most popular coaches in the entire league. You seen him? Can you confirm that Coach Prime is here today? You don't know. We gotta wait. All right. He ain't gonna tell me too much. You don't gotta tell me too much, Chip. You don't gotta tell me too much. Hey, Chip. You know we got breaking news with the WWE and Big 12 doing a partnership with each other.
It should be a mascot fight. We think Chip can win, though.
I feel like Chip can win.
Oh, yeah? You
Yeah.
beat up the other mascots?
Chip can definitely beat Wilbur. Chip can definitely beat Texas Tech Pistol. You can definitely square up with Bruiser from Baylor.
I don't know. Man,
Don't
pull
tell
out-
Bruiser I said that, bro.
might pull out that pistol, though. You know what I'm saying?
You know, spin a pistol
Spin a
around.
pistol.
We gonna see you on the tour this year? Yeah. Hey, I feel it, bro. I don't know either.
He kept it all the way up.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
You probably one of our favorite mascots in the game. Thank you, Chip, for
One of the
coming
most
in.
recognizable mascots in the game, too.
Yes. Yes. And we just saw you playing earlier. You pretty good on the sticks too, man. You know?
Chip, they need you, brother.
They need you. Oh, we're gonna get you out your hair. We'll
Yeah,
see you soon, bro.
Appreciate you, Chip.
Thank you.
Stay cool, stay safe, stay out of trouble, all that. And all that. Mm-hmm.
Be safe. That's my dog.
Thank you guys.
Chip.
Creative director Mike.
Chip. Not Chip Douglas.
Mm-hmm.
Not Chip Kelly.
Man, creative
Big
director
Chip.
Mike making it happen, man. We getting video bombed. I think I just seen Greg McElroy walk past. We got an interview with him a little bit later.
Yeah, he over there talking to Brett McMurphy and Ross Dellinger. That's a power circle.
Hey, man, you see that? That's a circle right there. Greg McElroy, Ross Dallinger, and Brett Murphy.
Yeah.
That's a crazy. That's college football royalty right there, boy.
How you feel about the Big 12 and the WWE partnering with each other?
I like the partnership. I think that I think it's more beneficial to the WWE than it is to the Big 12. Reason being is football is king down south. You know, I know a lot of people still look at the Big 12. You know, with the loss of Texas and the loss of Oklahoma, and they just don't quite know what type of conference it is. There's levels to being a college football fans. You have the sickos like us, the 1%ers, right? And everybody who cover the sport and watch everybody. Like, you know, we're not you know, against like you, for instance. You'll go to a G5 game, Georgia State. Then you'll go to Clark Atlanta, HBCU. Then you go to Clemson. Like, you show everybody love. You know what I'm saying? But then you got people who kind of are like hype beasts, right? You got the people who, you know, they watching the biggest games. All the SEC games, all the Big Ten games. That's college football. They want to see all the biggest games and the biggest moments. So there's levels to college football. But this is what I will say about. I feel like there's more college football fans that are in the 1% than there's in the 99%. I truly feel that way. And I think those fans who used to watch WWE when they was younger, but if they about to watch the game with their kid and it's WWE's on, they can watch it together and have that moment together, and it's bridging the gap. So maybe they help each other. Maybe it's a bridging of the gap. The kid who normally watch wrestling is going to watch college football with his dad, and the dad who used to watch wrestling, like, okay, I watch this with my kid, and then my kid's going to watch college football with me. So it's a win-win situation for both entities.
I can see how you do what you said though, as far as it being more beneficial.
Mascot, yeah. Let's get more mascot bombers.
They got 4 games that they're gonna be doing. I think 5 actually.
What games are they doing?
So Friday, August 22nd, SmackDown is gonna be at 3 Arena in Dublin, Ireland. Iowa State versus Kansas State is on Saturday. So they do Friday night SmackDown, and then the next day Big 12 conference game. Friday, October 3rd, SmackDown is going to be at Heritage Bank Center in Cincinnati, Ohio, for Iowa State at Cincinnati on
It's going to be
Saturday.
a really sneaky good game.
Yeah, it's going to be sneaky good. Then Friday, October 24th, right before Halloween.
We got another
SmackDown
video bomb coming.
at Mullet Arena
This was
in Tempe,
scary.
Arizona.
Uh-oh.
What's scary about it?
He brought the big gun.
Big gun.
Big-
Big chopper. Hey. Let's go. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Best video bomb today.
Best video, yes. By far the
Yo.
best video bomb today.
I got
'Cause
you
you-
safe too, bro.
Yeah, you're the only video bomb that talk.
I'm the only video bomb that talks.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's it.
Special.
The rest of them is
Always.
Yeah.
I can say let's go Mountaineers. I can support my guys. They can't. They gotta give you the.
yeah, they gotta
Those
get
are
the
the
good.
guys though. They got different jobs. They be doing handstands and dances, and I'm not on that level yet. But I can talk.
How long have you been serving in this role? And like, what's some of your favorite parts about it that most people wouldn't know?
So my favorite part, I've been doing it for 3 months. Going to schools. I love going to schools. West Virginia is a special state, and there's a lot of places that they don't get to come to us because we're like up in the north. So if we go to schools of kids that can't afford to come to games, stuff like that, I get to bring a little bit to them. So I bring books. I'll sound like a book, and we'll do a push-up competition. I'll teach them some chants. It's special to me. I'm a West Virginian true and through. My parents grew up both poor West Virginia. I grew up Southern West Virginia. So been there whole life. My parents met at WVU. My sister graduated WVU. She's in med school there. So everything's WVU in my family, and I think it's so cool to service the state because nobody else has it. There's a share that Texas, they've got 5, 6, 7 schools I can name. We got us in Marshall, but we're the only Power 4, and we really
Right.
service everybody. It's cool going to that state.
So this season is gonna be your first one being like on the field at WVU.
I get hit at home. I get
Oh,
do a lot
the
of cool
backyard
games.
brawl.
backyard brawl
Mhm.
with Rich Rod. You know, it's just something new. It's really cool to see that, and he's a heck of a dude, West Virginia boy himself. So, you know, I got a good draw. Basketball is going to be unbelievable. Baseball, I'm ready to say top 15 program in the country.
Wow.
Hey, super regionals.
You heard it here first, yeah.
I heard it here first.
Okay,
So, like,
yeah,
I got a
mhm.
year of good sports, and then on top of that, I get a year of service in the state and seeing the people that, you know, make West Virginia so special and shape me to who I am. Yeah.
So we've been to Huntington. We went to a Georgia State and Marshall game. Got to see the game from the field. Truly changed my perspective on West Virginia. Can you explain to us? We haven't been to Morgantown. We will be seeing you guys on a tour this year. Can you explain to us what that atmosphere is like?
Yeah, it's if you imagine an entire state wanting somebody to do something, like just wanting somebody to succeed, that's what it is. We've got no professional teams. We've got our one Power 4 school, and you know our state motto is Mountaineers are always free.
Wow.
Mountaineers, so we're the Mountaineers. We really truly represent the entire state. So when we go out there, we're not just looking for wins. We are, I think, bare minimum school, like Big 12 championship. That's what we can do. But we're representing those people too. So we got to be on our best bit. Like we always got to do the hardest. Those hardworking men. I've gone in the coal mines. Hard, tough work, and they'll spend their hard work and money to come watch the Mountaineers just because they really do support us. So we got to pay that respect back to them. That's just kind of the atmosphere. As you feel an entire town just rallying, and it's something you'll never feel anywhere else.
See, when you're hearing Big 12 championship from the players, from the coaches, from the staff, from the mascot, everybody is on the same accord.
We're on the
That's
same
beautiful.
page. We expect nothing but hardworking guys, and hardworking guys usually get the job done, especially West Virginians. We get the job done, and hopefully we're on that path. I think the Big 12 is so competitive in the point that anybody can win it, so why not us? Facts. Yeah. Facts. I think you rocked the hat pretty well, though.
Shout out your family. Shout out all the people that's in your life in West Virginia. Show them some love.
Yeah.
Even shout yourself out. Let them know, because most people think of you as a mascot, but we want to know your name and all that type of stuff.
So my name is Cade Kincaid. I'm the 71st Mountaineer mascot, and just shout out to every person that is from West Virginia or will willingly rock, the flying WV. It's something that's crazy. You see it in airports. They will take time out of the day to come stop to see you. So truthfully, thank you to everybody that is willing to represent and support West Virginia, because we're an underrepresented state. But
sure.
when it comes to the people that do represent us, they do it with a passion that's unlike any other. So shout out to everybody, my family that's done that, everything. It's really a truly special thing.
We greatly appreciate your time, bro. You probably had one of the most potent interviews all day, dog.
My dog, I appreciate you, man. That was lit, bro.
Oh, bro. You never know who you're gonna run into. Never know. bro, crazy. Hey, this is my 7-Up. I want to give a cheer to West Virginia and the Mountaineers. Hell, WV. Hell, WV.
Brent Brennan on the stage now.
Brent Brennan, Arizona.
Shout out to Arizona, man.
Shout out Arizona.
Humble program. Really humble program.
Arizona
Keep
showed
getting
us
this
love.
ESPN popcorn, man. ESPN. I don't know who really made this popcorn, but it's some good popcorn, man.
Let's go popcorn. Hey, Chip put the whole thing. Oh man, today's been great. Today's been really great.
Today has been. It really has
We
been.
might have to put West Virginia in that team that
Everybody's
to
talking
shock
Big
the
12
world.
championship, bro. Mascot.
Everybody.
Who talks? It's talking Big 12 championship. Think we got some more players on the field?
man. Oh, that's Arizona's players.
Where's Fafita?
Wait a minute. Is that
Is that
him?
Julian Lewis?
Is that him with the hair?
Nah, he's too tall for Julian Lewis.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody watching. We greatly appreciate you tuning in to the show.
Who?
To everybody watching.
Oh, okay.
Yes, man. We live at Frisco, Texas for Big 12 Media Days, day 2, final day. We got a jam-packed slate today. West Virginia is in the building today. TCU in the building today. Utah and Devin Dampier in the building today. Oklahoma State and Mike Gundy and his mullet is here today. Houston, we already talked to them today. I mean, it's just popping. It's popping today. And we seen Sparky already for Arizona State. So, yeah, man. You got closing remarks before we get to lunch?
Yeah, so we do need to go to lunch, but it's just been a spectacular event. Shout out to Brett Yormark. I know we talked about him a little bit earlier, but he's outside, brother. Like we try to describe it to you guys. We've been in other elements, you know. This is the commissioner. Commissioner has said hi to us several times. We've seen him right there, right there, right there, right there. Like he's been here kicking it with us. That's how much he loves the conference. And I think the reason he does that, because when you've seen him interview, his opening remarks yesterday, being that brand ambassador, people who were asking him questions, he looked at him and say, is this your first time here? And then one of the dudes was like, well, no, I've been here before. He's like, you were here last year? And he was like, he already knew. And he was like, well, no, I missed last year, but I was here in 2023. He's like, okay, now that makes sense. And then the people that he automatically knew said what's up to him, shouted him out, asked him how their family was doing. I think that's what you get with him. And, you know, you've seen it, you know, with, you know, even when he was running the Nets, you get that business savviness from him. We always love to compare commissioners to, like, you know, mobsters and mob bosses, because that's kind of how you have to be a commissioner. But that's a smooth dude right there, real smooth dude, man.
Ray Youngmark is definitely a smooth dude who be outside. You could tell he cares about the conference. He has no plans on stopping no time soon as far as expansion opportunities for many different platforms. This year, they embark on a TNT journey.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to have games streamed on TNT. It's going to be massive. The WWE partnership that just got announced. Time will tell how that ends up benefiting both parties and both sides and what the intricacies are. But, I mean, you talk about power player commissioners in the league, in the country. Brett Yarmark is in that for sure. He might be only 5'8". But that man packs a punch everywhere he goes. And more than anything, he'll treat you like you actually like a human being, bro. He reminds me of like Jim Phillips. First time we got the ACC kickoff.
First person we met. First media team to show up and everything. And Commissioner Phillips came and gave us a handshake, talked to us like he know who we are, you know. And it's the same type of energy that we get for Commissioner Yormark. So we just want to give him his love and give him his respect. Honestly, Pop-Tarts Bowl right over there to our left. But yeah, bro.
It's been a jam-packed day.
Alrighty, so it's been a great episode. We've been live for over an hour, and we're gonna go get some chow. But when we come back, more jam-packed action, more interviews. We got a couple interviews coming up at the 3:00 hour. Be interested to see how we fit all that. But yeah, as I always like to say, there are no more victories in the sport that survive in advance. That's why college football has the greatest regular season. And until next time, y'all see us in about 45 minutes to an hour. Y'all take